Say it out loud with me, my dear. I decide to be me. Say it slowly, not as a performance, not as a little phrase you repeat and forget, but as a declaration of coming home. I decide to be me. Feel what happens in the body when you say those words. Perhaps the shoulders soften. Perhaps the chest opens. Perhaps a part of you feels frightened, because for so long you may have been trained to ask permission before you existed fully. Permission from family, permission from society, permission from a relationship, permission from success, permission from beauty standards, permission from the past, permission from the fearful little voice inside that says, be careful, do not be too much, do not be too honest, do not be too different. But today, you begin again. Today you say, I decide to be me, and I approve of myself exactly as I am. There is a great freedom that comes when you stop trying to become the version of yourself that is easiest for others to accept. Perhaps you have spent years adjusting your voice, your dreams, your emotions, your personality, your needs, your laughter, your softness, your strength, your brightness, just to belong somewhere. Perhaps you learned to become smaller because someone was uncomfortable with your fullness. Perhaps you learned to be agreeable because conflict frightened you. Perhaps you learned to be perfect because criticism hurt too much. Perhaps you learned to hide your true feelings because love once felt conditional. My dear, none of this means you failed. It means you adapted. And now you are allowed to choose again. I no longer shrink my truth to fit places that cannot hold my wholeness. To decide to be yourself is to take back the power of choice. It is a sacred inner decision. It says, I no longer wait for the world to approve of my existence. It says, I do not need to play a role to be lovable. It says, I do not need to betray my heart to belong. It says, I do not need to hide my real self in order to feel safe. This does not mean you become careless with others. It does not mean you speak without kindness or live without awareness. It means you stop living as a false version of yourself in exchange for temporary approval. I no longer hide myself to be loved. I choose to be real. Ask yourself gently, who am I when I am not afraid of being judged? That is a beautiful question. Do not rush to answer it. Let it sit in the heart. Who are you when you are not trying to impress? Who are you when you are not trying to avoid criticism? Who are you when you are not performing strength, happiness, success, spirituality, perfection, or calm? Who are you when you are simply allowed to be human? Perhaps you are softer than you let people see. Perhaps you are more creative. Perhaps you are tired. Perhaps you are funny. Perhaps you are sensitive. Perhaps you are powerful. Perhaps you are still discovering yourself. The real me is allowed to unfold one honest breath at a time. Now, releasing the mask does not mean exposing everything to everyone. This is important. Being real does not mean you hand your inner life to unsafe people. It does not mean you confess every wound to those who cannot hold it with care. It means you stop being fake with yourself. It means you no longer live as though your pain, your needs, your boundaries, or your dreams are shameful. The mask may have looked like always being fine, always smiling so others would not feel uncomfortable, always being strong while your heart was aching, always looking perfect to avoid judgment, always pleasing people so they would not leave. But darling, you are allowed to have strengths and still have wounds. You are allowed to have made mistakes and still be worthy of love. You are allowed to be unfinished and still be whole. I can be real and still be loved. And now we come to self-approval, one of the deepest healing practices. Many people believe, when I become better, then I will approve of myself. When I lose the weight, then I will love my body. When I succeed, then I will respect myself. When I stop making mistakes, then I will be kind to myself. But healing often works in the opposite direction. When you begin to approve of yourself, you create the energy that allows true change to happen. Self-criticism may create pressure, but pressure is not the same as transformation. Pressure makes the body contract. Love gives the body room to grow. I approve of myself as I am, and from this love, I grow. Self-approval does not say, I never need to change. It says, I am learning, and I am still worthy. It says, I am growing, and I am still lovable. It says, I can see my patterns without hating myself for having them. It says, I can improve my life without treating myself like an enemy. This is the ground where healing becomes possible. If you plant a seed in harsh, dry soil and shout at it to grow, it will not thrive. But if you give it light, water, patience, and care, it opens naturally. You are not so different from that seed. I do not need self-hatred to become a better version of myself. To approve of yourself as you are means you stop making war with this moment. You accept the body you have today, even if you are learning to care for it differently. You accept the mind you have today, even if you are choosing new thoughts. You accept the past that has happened, not because you love every part of it, but because fighting reality drains the energy you need for healing. You accept the patterns you are beginning to notice. You accept the wounded places that still need tenderness. Acceptance does not freeze you. Acceptance frees energy. The energy you once used to hate yourself can now be used to heal, learn, choose better, and create new habits. When I stop fighting myself, I have more energy to become myself. And what about negative thoughts? Many people become ashamed the moment a negative thought appears. They think, oh no, I should not think this. I am failing. I am not healed. But a negative thought is not always an enemy. Sometimes it is a map. It shows you where an old belief still lives. It shows you where a wound is asking for care. It shows you which memory is still influencing your choices. It shows you which inner sentence is ready to be replaced. Every negative thought can become a map back to healing. If the thought says, I am not enough, do not immediately believe it. Pause and ask, where did I learn this? If the thought says, I cannot do it, ask, is this truth or is this old fear? If the thought says, no one will accept me, ask, who made me feel that being myself was unsafe? This is how you stop being hypnotized by the mind. You become the loving observer. You write the thought down. On paper, it loses some of its power. In the head, it may sound like a command. On the page, it becomes a sentence you can question. I am not every thought that passes through me. I am the awareness that can choose again. Try this simple practice. Write down the negative thought exactly as it appears. I am not good enough. I always fail. People will not accept the real me. Then ask, where did this come from? Let the answer come honestly. Perhaps it came from childhood, perhaps from comparison, perhaps from a relationship, perhaps from criticism. Then ask, is this still true for the person I am today? And finally, write a healing sentence. I am not good enough becomes, I am learning to see my own worth. I always fail becomes, I am allowed to learn, grow, and begin again. People will not accept me becomes, the right people can meet the real me with love. My dear, deciding to be yourself is not a one-time moment. It is a daily return. Each morning, each conversation, each choice, each time fear asks you to wear the old mask, you can return and say, I decide to be me. You can approve of yourself while you are still learning. You can be honest without being harsh. You can grow without self-rejection. You can see your negative thoughts not as proof that you are broken, but as little arrows pointing toward the next place that wants love. I decide to be me, and I approve of myself exactly as I am. Let that be the beginning of a new relationship with yourself. Let that be the door opening. Let that be the place where you stop asking the world for permission and begin living from the quiet, beautiful truth within you. I want to share something I realized after many years of listening to people speak about the parts of themselves they disliked most. Very often, the thing you hate in yourself is not the real you. It is an old pattern that once helped you survive. It is a strategy that was created when you did not yet know how to feel safe, how to ask for love, how to speak your truth, how to protect your heart, or how to belong without disappearing. So, before you condemn yourself for people-pleasing, control, procrastination, silence, self-criticism, hiding, or fear, pause for a moment and ask a kinder question. What was this pattern trying to protect in me? This question changes everything. It moves you from shame into understanding. It helps you see that you are not broken. You are someone who learned certain ways to survive, and now you are learning healthier ways to live. Perhaps you learned to please people because telling the truth once felt dangerous. Perhaps as a child, you noticed that if you were agreeable, quiet, helpful, smiling, and easy, people were less angry. So your nervous system learned, if I make everyone comfortable, maybe I will be safe. That pattern may have protected you then, but now it may drain your energy. Perhaps you learned to control everything because once something painful happened when you felt powerless. Control became your way of saying, never again. It may have given you a sense of safety then, but now it may keep you tense, exhausted, and unable to trust life. Perhaps you procrastinate not because you are lazy, but because being judged once felt unbearable. If you never begin, no one can criticize the finished thing. Perhaps you became silent because sharing feelings once led to humiliation, rejection, or being misunderstood. My old patterns are not my true identity. They are old protections asking to be healed. When we begin to understand our patterns, we do not excuse every behavior. We simply stop attacking ourselves long enough to change. A pattern may be harmful now, but the need beneath it is often innocent. Beneath people-pleasing may be the need for love and belonging. Beneath control may be the need for safety. Beneath procrastination may be the need for protection from shame. Beneath silence may be the need to avoid humiliation. Beneath self-criticism may be the need to improve, to be accepted, to avoid rejection before it happens. The old method may no longer serve you. but the need beneath it still deserves tenderness. I can honor the need beneath the pattern while choosing a healthier way to meet it. So instead of saying, "I hate that I people please," you may say, "I understand that I wanted to be loved, and now I am learning to be loved without betraying myself." Instead of saying, "I hate that I control everything," you may say, "I understand that I wanted to feel safe, and now I am learning to trust, breathe, and regulate myself." Instead of saying, "I hate that I criticize myself," you may say, "I understand that I wanted to improve, and now I am learning encouragement." This is not weakness. This is emotional maturity. I release old patterns with compassion and choose healthier ways to meet my needs. Think of an old pattern like an outdated coat. At one time, it kept you warm. It helped you get through a winter of life. But now you are in a new season, and the coat is too heavy. You do not have to hate the coat. You can thank it and take it off. You can say, "You helped me once, but I do not need to wear you forever." This is how healing feels when it is guided by love. You are not tearing yourself apart. You are updating your way of living. I thank the old protection, and I choose a new freedom. Now, my dear, we must speak about the mind, because the mind is a system we must learn how to use. I have often compared it to learning a computer. At first, it can feel frustrating. You press the wrong button. You lose something. You become impatient. You may even cry or become angry. But the computer is still sitting there, waiting for you to learn how it works. The mind is similar. If you keep entering criticism, the mind returns tension. If you keep entering fear, the mind returns defensive reactions. If you keep entering shame, the mind returns contraction. If you begin entering love, self-approval, patience, and new beliefs, the mind gradually begins to return softness, confidence, and possibility. I choose what I feed my mind because my thoughts create my inner world. There is a simple principle: garbage in, garbage out. If every morning you feed the mind, "I am not enough. I hate myself. I cannot do anything right. Nothing ever works for me. I am too late. I am too much. I am not lovable," the mind will not create peace from those instructions. It will create emotions and behaviors that match the old program. It may create anxiety, shrinking, avoidance, resentment, exhaustion, or hopelessness. Not because you are bad, but because the mind follows repetition. The thoughts I repeat become the atmosphere I live inside. But if you begin to feed the mind different thoughts, new pathways begin to form, not in one magical second, but through repetition. I approve of myself. I am willing to learn. I am safe to be me. I choose loving thoughts. I can begin again. At first, the old mind may argue. It may say, "No, this is not true." That is all right. You are not trying to win an argument with every old thought. You are practicing a new direction. You are choosing again, one thought at a time. I do not have to control every thought. I simply return to love, again and again. Imagine walking through a field every day on the same path. Over time, the path becomes clear because your feet have repeated it. Thoughts are like that. If you have walked the path of self-rejection for years, it may feel automatic, but you can begin walking a new path. At first, the grass is high. It may feel awkward. It may seem slower, But each time you choose a kinder thought, you step on the new path again. Eventually, the new path becomes easier. This is how the mind changes. This is how self-approval becomes familiar. Every loving thought is a step on the new path of my life. And now, because love must become practical, let us speak of 3 actions you can take to live more truly as yourself beginning today. The first is healthy boundaries. Boundaries are not coldness. Boundaries are not punishment. Boundaries are not walls built from bitterness. A boundary is a loving truth that says, my energy matters too. A boundary says, I can love you, and I can also honor myself. A boundary says, I do not need to abandon my needs in order to keep connection. Every boundary is a declaration. I decide to be me. Practice saying no to what drains you. Practice not explaining yourself for 20 minutes when one honest sentence is enough. Practice not agreeing just because you are afraid someone may be disappointed. Practice leaving environments where you must become fake in order to be accepted. Perhaps your boundary is, I cannot talk about this right now. Perhaps it is, that does not work for me. Perhaps it is, I need time to think. Perhaps it is simply not replying immediately from panic. Boundaries become the way you protect the real self that is trying to emerge. I can be kind and still be clear. The second practice is an evening self-recognition journal. Many people end the day by reviewing only their mistakes. They lie in bed and think, I should have done more. I should have said it better. I should have been different. And then they wonder why self-approval feels impossible. You must teach the mind to see evidence of growth. Each evening, write 3 things. 1 thing you did well, 1 moment you were kind, 1 time you chose yourself. It may be small, very small. I drank water. I paused before reacting. I told the truth. I rested when I was tired. I did not chase. I finished 1 task. I trained my mind to notice my progress. Ask yourself, where was I proud of myself today? And where did I live a little more honestly today? These questions do not make you arrogant. They make you awake to your own becoming. Self-approval is built from small, true evidence. If you never notice your effort, the old belief that you are failing will continue to feel true. But when you record your small wins, your mind begins to understand, I am growing, I am changing, I am becoming someone I can trust. I build self-approval by noticing the good that is already happening in me. The third practice is receiving compliments without shrinking. This may sound simple, but for many people it is deeply healing. When someone compliments you, notice whether you immediately want to dismiss it. Oh, it was nothing. I just got lucky. I am not that good. This old thing? Anyone could have done it. We often shrink our own light because we fear making others uncomfortable. But receiving kindness is part of healing. The next time someone gives you a sincere compliment, breathe and say, thank you. I receive that. That is all. You do not need to explain it away. I allow myself to receive kindness without shrinking. Receiving a compliment trains the nervous system to accept good. It teaches you that you can be seen without needing to hide. It teaches the mind that light is not dangerous. You do not need to become inflated. You simply become available to appreciation. If the compliment touches a place that feels tender, place your hand on your heart later and say, it is safe for me to receive good. This is how we practice not rejecting the very love, recognition, and kindness we say we want. I no longer dim my light to make my worth easier for others to handle. Now we come back to mirror work, because this is the center of this theme. The mirror is a sacred practice for anyone learning to be real. When you look into your own eyes, you begin to see where you still reject yourself. You may feel awkward. You may look away. You may laugh nervously. You may feel sad. None of this is failure. It simply shows you where love is needed. The more I meet myself with love, the less I need to hide from myself. Each morning or evening, stand before the mirror for 30 seconds. That is enough to begin. Look into your own eyes. Place one hand on your heart. Say slowly, I decide to be me. Say, I approve of myself as I am. Pause again. Say, I love and accept myself right now. And finally, I am safe to be seen. Do not force the feelings. Do not demand that you believe every word immediately. The practice is not about instant perfection. It is about returning. You return today. You return tomorrow. You return again until your own eyes begin to feel like home. I practice loving myself until it becomes natural to stay. The mirror may reveal the inner child who still wants approval. It may reveal the teenager who learned to hide. It may reveal the adult who is tired of performing. Speak to all of them with tenderness. Say, you do not have to be perfect to stay with me. Say, I am not leaving you because you are still healing. Say, we are learning how to be real. This is how you become your own ally, not by never struggling, but by refusing to abandon yourself in the struggle. I become the friend to myself that I once waited for. Now, as you move into life more honestly, remember that being yourself does not mean everyone will understand you. Some people knew the masked version. They may be confused when you begin setting boundaries, telling the truth, receiving compliments, saying no, resting, creating, or no longer apologizing for existing. That is all right. Your job is not to keep everyone comfortable with your growth. Your job is to grow with love. I can let people adjust to my authenticity without shrinking back into the old mask. If you have spent years people-pleasing, the first boundary may feel frightening. If you have spent years criticizing yourself, the first self-approval journal may feel strange. If you have spent years dismissing compliments, receiving one may feel awkward. If you have spent years avoiding the mirror, looking into your own eyes may feel tender. This is normal. New freedom often feels unfamiliar before it feels safe. I can feel uncomfortable and still be moving toward myself. So today, begin simply. Choose one boundary. Choose one kind thought. Choose one moment of honesty. Choose one compliment to receive. Choose one mirror sentence. Do not try to transform your whole life in a single day. Healing loves consistency. The real self returns through many small permissions. I do not need a dramatic life change to begin being true. I need one honest choice. And if an old pattern returns, do not use it as proof that you are failing. Use it as an invitation. Say, this is the old way I tried to stay safe. Then ask, what do I need underneath this? Safety, love, rest, recognition, protection, belonging? Then choose a healthier way to meet that need. This is how you become free without hating the version of you that survived. I bless the old survival pattern, and I choose a new loving response. My dear, Before we close this time together, I want you to place one hand on your heart and ask yourself honestly, where have I been hiding the real me? Where have I been shrinking, pleasing, pretending, or apologizing for being human? And what would change in my life if, today, I finally gave myself permission to be real? You do not need to answer perfectly. Just listen. Perhaps there is one old pattern you are ready to release. Perhaps it is self-criticism. Perhaps it is people-pleasing. Perhaps it is comparison, shame, fear of judgment, or the habit of hiding your true feelings. Whatever it is, do not attack it. Understand it. Thank it for trying to protect you. Then say gently, I am ready to choose a healthier way. So I want to ask you, what part of yourself are you ready to stop rejecting? What truth are you ready to honor? What boundary are you ready to set? What kind word are you ready to speak to yourself in the mirror tonight? And if you could say one loving sentence to the real you, what would it be? Now I invite you to make this decision real. If your heart says yes, write in the comments, I decide to be me. Let that be your declaration. And if you wish, add what you are ready to release: self-criticism, people-pleasing, old patterns, shame, comparison, fear of judgment, hiding, or self-rejection. When you write it, you are not only speaking to the video, you are speaking to your own subconscious mind. You are saying, I am done asking permission to exist. I decide to be me, and I return to the truth of who I am. My dear, you do not need permission to be yourself. You do not need to wait until you are perfect, approved, healed, successful, beautiful, calm, or understood. You can decide today. You can say, I decide to be me. You can say, I approve of myself as I am. You can say, I love and accept myself right now. And from this love, not from pressure, not from shame, not from performance, the best within you begins to rise. The real you does not need to be forced. The real you needs permission, kindness, truth, and a safe place to bloom. I decide to be me. I approve of myself as I am. And from this love, I allow the best within me to rise. All is well. You are allowed to be you. In today's conversation, I will guide you through a healing method from within. Not a method to fight the body, not a method to command the body as though it were an enemy, but a gentle way to listen, to see, to feel, and to speak to the body with love. My dear, so many of us have looked at the body only from the outside for such a long time. We look at weight, shape, age, symptoms, lines, pain, tiredness, and we begin to treat the body as a problem to be solved. We ask, what is wrong with me? We ask, how do I get rid of this? We ask, why is my body doing this to me? But today, I want to invite you into a different question, a softer question, a question the body can actually relax into. Body, what are you trying to tell me? This inner practice does not replace medical care when medical care is needed. Please be wise and loving with yourself. Doctors, practitioners, tests, and treatment can be part of love too. What we are doing here is adding another layer of healing, the layer of listening, intuition, tenderness, and inner cooperation. Take a slow breath now. Let the body be exactly where it is. You do not have to make the pain disappear in this moment. You do not have to force healing. You do not have to become spiritual enough, calm enough, or perfect enough. Just breathe and imagine that your body is not a machine that has betrayed you. It is a living, listening companion. It has carried every year of your life. It has held your joys, your fears, your unspoken anger, your old grief, your exhaustion, your hope, your survival, your love. And perhaps some parts of the body have been waiting for you to stop criticizing them and begin listening. I look within my body with love, and I help myself heal from the inside out. Now, many people say, but I do not know how to see inside my body. I am not intuitive. I cannot visualize. Let me make this very simple. Close your eyes for a moment, if it feels safe, and imagine a tree, any tree. Perhaps you see a tall trunk, green leaves, branches moving in the breeze. Perhaps you do not see it like a movie, but you sense it. Perhaps you feel its color, its shape, its quietness. Perhaps you receive only the word tree or a feeling of roots. That is enough. If you can imagine a tree, you can begin to use inner vision. If I can imagine, I can begin to listen within. Inner vision does not need to be perfect. Some people see clear pictures. Some people see colors. Some people sense temperature, movement, memory, emotion, or a symbol. Some people hear a word inside the mind. Some people simply know. The body and subconscious mind do not always communicate in straight lines. They do not always use logic. Sometimes they speak in images, sensations, symbols, and quiet impressions. A tight knot may appear in the belly. A dark room may appear in the chest. A frozen lake may appear in the throat. A red heat may appear in the shoulders. Do not rush to explain it. Curiosity is more healing than panic. My body may speak in symbols, and I can listen with kindness. Now imagine that you are becoming very small, not frightened small, but gently small, as though you are light enough to travel within your own body. You may imagine entering through the heart, or through the breath, or through a doorway of light. Choose one area of the body that wants attention. It may be a place of pain, tension, fatigue, pressure, heaviness, or simply a place that calls to you. You do not go there as a warrior with a weapon. You go there as a loving visitor. You do not say, I must destroy this. You say, I am here to understand. This changes everything. Fear contracts the body. Love gives the body permission to speak. As you enter this inner space, let the breath be slow. Perhaps you imagine standing inside the shoulder, the stomach, the throat, the chest, the back, the heart, the womb, the head, wherever the body has asked for your presence. Look around gently. What do you notice? Is it dark or bright, warm or cold, heavy or light, empty or crowded? Is there a shape, a color, a texture, a sound? Is there something that looks like stone, fog, fire, ice, water, a wall, a closed room, a tangled cord? Whatever appears, do not be afraid. You are witnessing the language of the inner mind. I enter my body with love, not fear. The goal is not to control the body. The goal is presence. Many of us approach symptoms as enemies. We tighten against pain. We hate the tiredness. We resent the part of the body that changed, slowed down, gained weight, became inflamed, became weak, or asked for rest. But hatred is not an atmosphere where healing feels safe. What if the painful place is not trying to ruin your life? What if it is asking to be heard? What if the tension is holding words you never spoke? What if the heaviness is grief? What if the heat is anger that never found a safe exit? What if the numbness is an old protection? Healing begins when I stop hating the part of me that hurts. Now, when you see something inside, remember that inner images are usually symbolic. If you see a dark area, do not immediately decide something terrible is happening. If you see thick fluid, a stone, fire, ice, a locked door, a strange color, a rope, a knot, or a crowded room, pause. These may be symbols. A stone may represent emotional hardness or something you have carried too long. Fire may represent anger, inflammation, urgency, or life force trying to move. Ice may represent frozen grief or fear. A closed room may represent something you were not ready to feel. A knot may represent pressure, conflict, or a decision held too tightly. My inner images are symbols, and I listen to them with curiosity and compassion. This is where many people make the mistake of judging what they see. They say, "Oh no, this is bad, this is ugly, I must get rid of it." But the body does not respond well to disgust. The inner world opens more easily to kindness. So if you find a dark place, ask, "What do you need?" If you find a knot, ask, "What are you holding?" If you find heat, ask, "What emotion is moving here?" If you find ice, ask, "What warmth would help you soften?" If you find a closed door, ask, "Is it safe for me to open this now, or do you need more time?" I do not attack what I find inside. I bring love to it. You can speak to the symbol as if it were a part of you that has been waiting for tenderness. Ask softly, "Who are you? What feeling are you holding? What do you want me to know? Do you need light, breath, warmth, forgiveness, movement, tears, rest, or love?" Then wait. Do not force an answer. Perhaps an answer comes as a word. Perhaps it comes as a memory. Perhaps the body sighs. Perhaps nothing comes today. That is all right. A loving visit is already healing. I do not need to understand everything today. I only need to be kind enough to listen. If you sense a dark place, imagine a soft golden light entering it, not a harsh spotlight, a gentle light, like morning sun touching a room. If you see thick or sticky energy, imagine a clean stream of water washing through it. If there is ice, bring warmth. If there is a stone, surround it with love until it softens at its own pace. If there is a knot, do not yank it. Imagine your loving hands loosening one thread at a time. If there is a frightened child in that inner space, sit beside the child and say, "I am here now." You do not have to hold this alone. This is how we change the inner atmosphere. And then, before you leave the body area, thank it. This is very important. Thank the shoulder, the belly, the throat, the chest, the back, the heart, the place that spoke, even if you did not understand everything. Say, "Thank you for trying to protect me. Thank you for speaking to me. I am learning to listen." Imagine leaving a little light there, like a candle that continues to glow after you return to ordinary awareness. Then slowly feel your breath again. Feel the room. Feel your hands. Feel your feet. Come back gently. My dear, this practice is not about becoming afraid of every sensation. It is about becoming intimate with your own life. It is about moving from fear to loving observation. It is about asking the body to become a partner again. Your body is not only asking to be repaired, it is asking to be heard, respected, nourished, moved, rested, and loved. My body is my companion, and I choose to listen with love. As you continue this healing journey, you may begin to discover that symptoms are not only interruptions. Sometimes they are invitations. They invite you back to the present. They invite you back to tenderness. They invite you back to the inner wisdom that has been waiting inside you all along. When I was speaking with a woman at one of my workshops, she came to me with tears in her eyes and said, "I have been trying so hard to change my body, and nothing seems to feel peaceful." She had tried diets, plans, routines, rules, and so many ways of looking at herself as though her body were a difficult project that needed to be corrected. And as I listened to her, I could feel that the deepest pain was not only in her body, it was in the relationship she had with her body. She was living in it, but she was not really at home in it. She looked at it from the outside, through size, symptoms, shape, and fear. But she had not learned to sit inside her body with tenderness. So I asked her very gently, "What if, just for today, you stopped trying to fix your body and began asking whether your body feels safe with you?" That question made her cry because the body knows when it has been treated like an enemy. My body is not a project to punish. My body is a home to return to. Many people are waiting for a perfect body before they allow themselves to feel good inside it. They say, "When I am thinner, I will be at peace. When I am healthier, I will be kind to myself. When this pain disappears, I will relax. When I look younger, stronger, better, then I will love myself." But healing asks us to reverse the direction. We do not wait until the body becomes perfect before we bring love to it. We bring love to the body so the body can begin to feel safe enough to heal. Feeling good in the body does not always begin with a dramatic transformation. It can begin with one pleasant breath, one slow meal, one moment of resting the hand on the heart, one gentle walk, one kind sentence spoken inwardly. I do not wait for a perfect body to feel at home within myself. Ask yourself softly, can I feel safe in my body today, even if it is not perfect, not forever, not perfectly, not in every part, just today, just a little? Can I be with my body without hating it? Can I give it a small pleasure? Can I let my shoulders drop? Can I let my belly be less guarded? Can I let my feet feel the floor? Can I breathe as though I am allowed to be here? These questions matter. The body does not only need instructions, it needs experiences of safety. The body needs to know that you are no longer standing over it with a list of demands. Every moment of kindness tells my body, you are safe with me now. And this brings us to food, one of the most tender places in the relationship with the body. For many people, eating has become filled with fear. They eat with rules in the mind, shame in the throat, and guilt waiting at the end of the meal. They try to control the body harshly, and then the body rebels. They deny themselves, then overeat. They promise to be perfect, then feel human, then punish themselves again. This cycle does not create peace, it creates tension. Food is meant to nourish life. It is meant to bring color, texture, scent, warmth, pleasure, energy, and connection. Of course, we can make wise choices. Of course, we can learn what supports the body. But wisdom is very different from fear. I can nourish myself with wisdom without feeding myself fear. Try, just once today, to eat more slowly. Look at the colors of your food. Notice the shape, the scent, the warmth, the coolness, the texture. Before the first bite, perhaps you say silently, "Thank you for nourishing me." Chew with gratitude. Taste what is there. Let the body receive. When you eat in presence, the body often feels safer. It can hear fullness more easily. It can sense satisfaction more clearly. But when you eat in guilt, the mind becomes a battlefield. One part controls, another part rebels, and the poor body is caught in the middle. I nourish my body with pleasure, presence, and peace. A loving question may help. Am I eating because I am hungry, because I am joyful, because I am sad, or because I am trying to cover a feeling? There is no wrong answer. We are not asking in order to punish. We are asking to become conscious. If you are hungry, feed yourself with love. If you are joyful, enjoy the meal with gratitude. If you are sad, perhaps food can comfort you a little. And perhaps the sadness also needs a hand on the heart, a journal page, a phone call, a cry, or rest. If you are trying to fill an emotional emptiness, do not scold yourself. Say, "I see what I am reaching for, and I am willing to give myself what I truly need." This is how eating becomes a conversation instead of a war. Movement, too, can become a conversation. So many people exercise as if they are paying a debt for having eaten, lived, aged, changed, or gained weight. They say, "I must burn this off. I must punish this body. I must force it to look like someone else's." Oh, my dear, the body does not flourish under hatred. It may obey for a while, but it does not feel loved. Healing movement begins with listening. Ask, "Body, what do you need today?" Perhaps the body needs strength. Perhaps it needs softness. Perhaps it needs stretching. Perhaps it needs a walk. Perhaps it wants to dance for 3 minutes with no audience. Perhaps it wants yoga, breath, a nap, or a gentle strengthening exercise. I move my body with love, not punishment. There are days when the body needs encouragement, and there are days when the body needs rest. Listening is not laziness. Listening is cooperation. A wise gardener does not water every plant the same way at the same hour with the same amount of water, regardless of sunlight, season, and soil. The wise gardener observes. You can become a wise gardener of your own body. Some days you may move vigorously and feel alive. Some days you may stretch slowly and feel your body thaw. Some days the most healing movement is lying down and letting the nervous system settle. My body changes daily, and I can meet it daily with respect. Please remember, your body is not shameful. Your life energy is not shameful. Your softness is not shameful. Your strength is not shameful. Your emotions are not shameful. Your sensuality, your warmth, your aliveness, your ability to feel pleasure, your need for tenderness, these are not mistakes. They are part of being human. When we cover the body with shame, the body contracts, it tightens, it hides, it forgets how to be naturally alive. When we bring respect to the body, life begins to circulate more freely. Healing is not only the absence of pain. Healing is also the return of aliveness. My body is sacred. alive, and worthy of respect. There is a beautiful difference between using the body and inhabiting the body. Many people use the body to work, perform, please, achieve, carry burdens, and survive. But inhabiting the body means feeling the breath, noticing pleasure, sensing the feet, hearing fatigue, honoring hunger, feeling warmth, allowing tears, and being present with the life inside you. You are allowed to enjoy being in a body. You are allowed to feel the sunlight on your skin, the softness of fabric, the comfort of warm tea, the relief of stretching, the sweetness of resting. I am allowed to feel alive in my own body. Now, one of the quickest ways to change the body's atmosphere is through self-talk. The body hears every word. It hears the jokes you make at your own expense. It hears the criticism in the mirror. It hears, I hate this body. It hears, I am ugly. It hears, I am weak. It hears, my body has disappointed me. And it also hears every gentle correction. It hears, I am learning to care for you. It hears, thank you for carrying me. It hears, you do not have to be perfect to be loved. It hears, we can begin again today. Every kind word I give, my body becomes part of my healing. You do not have to leap from hatred to total love in one day. That would be too much for many people, and the body may not believe it yet. Healing is a bridge. If I love my body feels too far away, begin with, I am willing to hate my body less. That is honest. That is a beginning. Then, perhaps, I can accept my body for today. Then, my body is trying. Then, I am grateful for my hands. Then, I am grateful for my heart still beating. You climb the emotional ladder one rung at a time. I begin where I am, and that is enough. Neutrality can be a holy place. If love feels too difficult, try respect. If respect feels difficult, try curiosity. If curiosity feels difficult, try one moment of not attacking. This is progress. The old mind may say, that is not enough. But every great healing begins with small permission. You might say, I do not have to like everything about my body today, but I can stop insulting it. What a powerful beginning. You might say, this body has survived my hardest days. You might say, this body deserves water. You might say, this body deserves rest. Acceptance does not mean I give up. It means I stop fighting myself long enough to heal. And while you are learning to be kinder to the body, remember that you are more than the body's appearance. You are a person with a heart. You are a friend, a learner, a giver, a creator, a soul growing in wisdom. You may say, I am a good friend. I have a heart that can love. I am learning to be gentle. I bring kindness into the world. These truths help loosen the obsession with appearance. They remind the mind that worth is not measured in mirrors, numbers, age, or comparison. My body is part of me, but my worth is larger than appearance. Now I would like to guide you into an inner journey. You may read this, listen to it, or practice it later when you are in a comfortable place. Sit or lie down. Let the body be supported. Allow the shoulders to soften, the jaw to loosen, the belly to relax. Place one hand over the heart and say, I am safe to listen within. There is nothing to force. There is nothing to prove. You are not entering the body as a critic. You are entering as a loving presence. Close your eyes if that feels good. To open the inner vision, imagine a tree. See it or sense it in whatever way comes naturally. Notice the trunk, the leaves, the roots, the feeling of life moving through it. If you cannot see clearly, just feel the idea of a tree. That is enough. Now allow the image of the tree to fade, like mist dissolving in morning light. Bring in your intention. I am willing to look at my body with love. The imagination has opened the door. Now we gently turn inward. Imagine yourself becoming very small and very light, perhaps like a little point of golden light. You enter the body through the breath. With the inhale, you move inward. With the exhale, you settle. Let yourself travel to a place in the body that wants attention. It may be the chest, the belly, the throat, the back, the head, the heart, the hips, the hands, the feet, or another area. Trust what comes. You do not need to know why. You are simply visiting. I enter my body as a friend. When you arrive, observe. Is there a color? Is it warm, cool, dark, bright, heavy, light? Is there a texture, a wall, a stone, a room, a river, a knot, a child, a sound, a memory, a word? Do not judge it. Do not label it as bad. Simply notice. You might say, I see you. That alone can be healing. Many parts of the body have been waiting to be acknowledged. I observe without judgment, and the body begins to trust me. Now ask gently, what are you holding? Wait. What do you need in order to soften? Wait again. What is your message for me? The answer may come as a thought, a sensation, a tear, a memory, an image, or silence. Silence is not failure. Sometimes the body first needs to know that you will return. If something comes, receive it with compassion. If the body says, I am tired, do not argue. If it says, I am angry, do not shame it. If it says, I need rest, listen. If it says, I need forgiveness, allow that to touch your heart. Now breathe in and imagine a gentle light entering that area. Perhaps it is golden, white, rose, blue, or simply warm. On the inhale, the light enters. On the exhale, the area softens. If you saw a heavy symbol, let the light wash it, warm it, loosen it, or dissolve what is ready to dissolve. If you saw thick energy, imagine clean water moving through. If you saw ice, bring warmth. If you saw a knot, loosen it thread by thread. If you saw darkness, bring a candle, not a harsh spotlight. I bring light without force. Stay there a little longer. Let the body receive kindness. You may say, it is safe to soften now. I am listening now. You do not have to hold this alone. I help myself heal with love. Notice whether anything shifts. Perhaps the color changes. Perhaps the texture softens. Perhaps your breath deepens. Perhaps you feel emotion. Perhaps nothing obvious happens. Do not measure. This is not performance. This is relationship. Each loving visit builds trust. Before you leave, thank the body. Say, thank you, body, for speaking to me. Say, I am listening now. Say, I help myself heal with love. Imagine leaving a small glow of light in that area, a gentle reminder that you will not forget it. Then slowly return to the breath. Feel the room around you. Feel the hands, the feet, the surface beneath you. Come back gently. bringing with you whatever wisdom was offered. Your body is not an object to be judged. It is a sacred home to be listened to. It is not only bones and skin and symptoms. It is memory, sensation, intuition, intelligence, breath, and life. Look within with love. Honor the symbols your body shows you. Eat with more peace. Move with more friendship. Speak with more kindness. Begin where you are, and let every breath become a doorway into healing. I look within my body with love, and I am coming home to myself. My dear, as we come to the end of this time together, I want you to take one more gentle breath and bless your body for listening. Bless your heart for being willing. Bless the parts of you that are healing quietly, even if you cannot see the results yet. Your body is not your enemy. Your body is a sacred home, a wise companion, a living field of intelligence that has carried you through every season of your life. And today, perhaps in a small but beautiful way, you have begun to listen more deeply. May you stop looking at yourself only from the outside. May you begin to feel the miracle of living from within. May every breath remind you that there is wisdom in your cells, tenderness in your heart, and a healing light that still knows the way. When pain speaks, may you listen with love. When the body feels tired, may you answer with care. When old fear rises, may you place a hand on your heart and say, I am safe to listen within. I bless your body with peace. I bless your mind with kindness. I bless your heart with patience. I bless every place inside you that has been waiting to be seen, soothed, forgiven, and loved. May you eat with gratitude, move with gentleness, rest without guilt, and speak to yourself as someone precious. Remember, my dear, healing is not a race. Healing is a relationship. Each kind thought, each soft breath, each loving choice becomes part of your return to wholeness. You are learning to come home to yourself. And so I leave you with this affirmation. I look within my body with love, and I help myself heal from the inside out. All is well. I am safe. I am loved. After this teaching ends, you will receive 3 gentle ways to protect your energy, raise your vibration, and return to calm whenever the world feels too loud. So for now, my dear, do not try to fix anything. Just come back to this moment with me. Take a slow breath and let your shoulders soften. Let the muscles around your eyes relax. Let your jaw unclench. You do not have to become cold in order to protect your energy. You do not have to close your heart. You do not have to become suspicious of everyone, or hide from life, or build walls so high that even love cannot enter. Protecting your energy is not about shutting down. It is about coming home. It is about remembering, my energy belongs to me, and I can choose where it goes. So many beautiful, sensitive souls think they must absorb everything in order to prove that they care. They absorb the sadness of a friend, the worry of a family member, the tension of a room, the drama of strangers online, the fear in the news, and the disappointment of people who have not learned how to care for themselves. Then they wonder why they feel heavy. Darling, perhaps you are not weak. Perhaps you are simply carrying too much that was never yours to carry. Let us begin very gently. Place one hand over your heart if that feels comfortable. And imagine that beneath your hand there is a soft, steady light, not a harsh light, not a light that has to perform, a quiet light, a loving light, a light that has always been there, even when your mind was afraid. This light is your inner life. Some may call it your auric field, your energy field, your subtle body, your atmosphere, your vibration. The name is not the most important thing. What matters is that you begin to notice that you are more than your thoughts, more than your emotions, more than the opinions around you. You have an inner space. You have a presence. You have a field of energy that responds to what you think, what you believe, what you feel, what you allow, and what you repeat. When you are peaceful, this field feels wider. When you are loving, it becomes softer and brighter. When you are frightened, tense, or overloaded, it may feel contracted, cloudy, or disturbed. And this is not bad. It is only information. My energy is always speaking to me, and I am learning to listen with love. I like to imagine the heart as a diamond of light. See it now, if you can. A beautiful diamond resting in the center of your chest, clear, radiant, alive. This diamond does not need to be created. It is already there. You do not need to search the world for your light. You do not need to beg another person to give you your radiance. You do not need to earn your connection to life. The source of life shines through you, through your heart, through your soul, through the quiet intelligence that breathes your body and beats your heart without your effort. Your heart is connected to the trees, to the sky, to the earth beneath your feet, to the people you love, to every living thing, through a great invisible web of life. When you are centered in love, that diamond shines clearly. When you become covered in fear, judgment, drama, resentment, or the emotional noise of others, the diamond is not gone. It is simply covered. My heart is a diamond of light, and I allow its energy to shine clearly. Now, my dear, protecting your energy means you lovingly clean the surface of that diamond. You do not hate the dust. You do not shame yourself for becoming clouded. You simply notice and return. Perhaps today your energy became clouded because someone spoke sharply to you. Perhaps you scrolled through too much fear. Perhaps you listened to a friend's pain and forgot to come back into your own body. Perhaps you tried to solve a problem that did not belong to you. Perhaps you kept replaying a conversation, rewriting it, defending yourself in your mind, trying to make someone understand. Every time you do this, little threads of your energy move outward, and after a while, you feel scattered. You may feel tired and not know why. You may feel tight in your chest. You may have a headache. You may feel irritated, restless, heavy, or strangely sad. And then the mind says, "What is wrong with me?" But a kinder question is, what have I been carrying that is not mine? Every conversation is an exchange of energy. Every room has an atmosphere. Every home has an emotional weather. Every workplace has a vibration. Even your phone can become a doorway through which you take in hundreds of tiny emotional impressions. You read someone's anger. You see someone's fear. You absorb comparison. You watch drama. You hear bad news. You look at the life of another person and suddenly your own life feels smaller. These things do not have to be dramatic to affect you. Sensitive people often feel what has not been spoken. They feel the tension beneath the smile, the sadness behind the words, the pressure in the room. This sensitivity can be a gift, but only when it is held with boundaries. Without boundaries, sensitivity becomes exhaustion. My sensitivity is a gift when I remember to stay rooted in myself. There is a difference between compassion and absorption. Compassion says, I see your pain, and I send you love. Absorption says, I will carry your pain in my body. Compassion says, I can be present with you. Absorption says, I must lose myself to prove that I care. Compassion leaves the heart open. Absorption makes the body heavy. And so we are learning a new way to love. We can love people without becoming their emotional storage room. We can listen without taking the problem into our chest. We can be kind without volunteering our peace as payment. We can care deeply and still return to our own center. Say this softly inside yourself. I can care deeply without carrying what is not mine. Let that sentence move through your shoulders, your belly, your hands. You are allowed to care. You are also allowed to remain free. Many of us learned that love means carrying. We watched people worry as proof of devotion. We watched people suffer silently and call it loyalty. We learned to anticipate moods, to smooth the room, to rescue others before they had to feel their own discomfort. Perhaps as a child, you became very good at sensing when someone was upset. You learned to read faces, footsteps, silence, tone. You learned to adjust yourself quickly. And now, as an adult, your body may still believe that other people's emotions are your responsibility. But darling, let us tell that little one inside you something new. You are safe now. You do not have to manage everyone's feelings to be loved. Take a breath. This is a very tender release. We are not blaming the past. We are freeing the present. When someone brings fear to you, you do not have to become fear. When someone brings anger to you, you do not have to become anger. When someone brings confusion to you, you do not have to become confusion. You can stand in your own light. You can silently say, I bless you, and I remain myself. You can imagine your heart diamond shining gently, not pushing anyone away, but not absorbing their storm. This is a loving boundary. A boundary is not rejection. A boundary is a clear place where love can remain healthy. I can keep my heart open and still keep my energy clear. This is such a beautiful lesson. It means you do not have to choose between being loving and being safe. You can be both. You can be soft and strong. You can be gentle and clear. You can be sensitive and grounded. Let us practice for a moment. Close your eyes if it feels good. Imagine a soft circle of light around your body. It may be golden, white, blue, rose-colored, or simply clear like sunlight. This circle is not a wall of fear. It is a field of love. Inside this circle, you are safe to breathe. Inside this circle, your thoughts can slow down. Inside this circle, you can feel what is yours and release what is not. Now imagine little pieces of energy returning to you from conversations, from messages, from social media, from family stress, from work pressure, from old memories, from places where you tried too hard to be understood. Let them return like gentle sparks of light. They come back to your heart. They come back to your body. They come back to the present moment. I call my energy back from every place it has wandered. Now breathe in and silently say, I return. Breathe out and silently say, I release. Breathe in I return. Breathe out. I release. There is nothing complicated here. The body understands simple, loving repetition. The subconscious mind loves gentle consistency. Each time you return to yourself, your vibration rises naturally. You do not have to force yourself to be happy. You simply stop feeding what drains you. You stop rehearsing fear. You stop carrying the emotional assignments of everyone around you. You stop letting the outside world decide the atmosphere of your inner world, and little by little, calm returns. Calm is my natural state when I stop giving my power away. As you move through your day, begin noticing the signs. After speaking with someone, ask, do I feel expanded or drained? After scrolling online, ask, do I feel peaceful or disturbed? After helping someone, ask, did I help from love or did I abandon myself? After hearing bad news, ask, what can I bless and what must I release? These questions are not meant to make you afraid of life. They are meant to make you conscious. Consciousness is power. When you know what affects your energy, you can choose more lovingly. You can pause. You can breathe. You can step away. You can bless and release. You can send love without carrying the pain. Awareness helps me protect my peace without closing my heart. So today, let this be our beginning. You are not here to become hard. You are here to become clear. You are not here to reject the world. You are here to stop absorbing what is not yours. You are not here to fear other people's energy. You are here to remember the diamond in your own heart. Protecting your energy is an act of love. Raising your vibration is an act of self-respect. Staying calm is a practice of returning again and again to the truth within you. Say with me, softly and slowly, I protect my energy, raise my vibration, and return to calm. Again, I can love without carrying. And again, my heart is open. My field is clear, and all is well. In the next part, we will gently explore 3 simple ways to cleanse your energy, strengthen your boundaries, and keep your inner light steady even when the world around you feels unsettled. This is the most important part, my dear, because now we are no longer only talking about energy. We are going to practice returning to ourselves. And I want you to understand something very simple before we begin. You do not need to be afraid of other people's energy. You do not need to walk through life thinking the world is dangerous, or that every conversation can harm you, or that every emotion in the room is stronger than you. That would only create more fear, and fear is not protection. Fear is contraction. Real protection is calm awareness. Real protection is remembering I am the loving authority in my own energy field. So take a breath now. Bring your attention back to your heart, not to the room, not to the phone, not to the person you were thinking about. Back to the heart. The heart is where your light remembers itself. If it feels right, place one hand gently over your heart. Do not press. Just rest your hand there as though you are greeting an old friend. The first step is to clear away what is not yours. You may have picked up worry from someone you love. You may have taken in the stress of a workplace, the heaviness of a conversation, the emotional noise of social media, or the fear of a world that often forgets how safe life can be when we return to love. None of this makes you weak. It simply means your beautiful sensitivity needs direction. So now, from the center of your heart, say inwardly with quiet strength, "Heart, push out all outside energies that are not mine from my body and my energy field. Now, say it not with anger, but with clarity." The word "now" is important. It tells the subconscious that we are not waiting, not negotiating, not carrying this for another hour. What is not mine may leave me now. Imagine your heart releasing a soft explosion of light. Not a violent explosion, but a gentle wave, like sunlight suddenly filling a room that had been closed for a long time. This light expands through your chest, your shoulders, your throat, your arms, your belly, your hips, your legs, your feet, your back, your face, and the space around your body. It moves through your energy field like a warm breeze moving through curtains. Anything heavy, fearful, tangled, dramatic, confused, or foreign to your true nature is gently pushed out. It does not need to be analyzed. It does not need to be named. It simply leaves. Your body begins to understand, this is not mine. I do not have to keep it. And perhaps you feel a small breath of relief. Perhaps you feel nothing at first. That is fine too. The practice is working in quiet ways. I do not have to understand every energy in order to release it. Now comes the second step, and it is very beautiful. We call your own energy back to you. So much of our life force can wander. A piece of it may still be in a conversation from yesterday. A piece may be in the past, trying to rewrite what happened. A piece may be in the future, trying to control what has not arrived. A piece may be with someone who hurt you, someone you miss, someone you are still trying to convince, rescue, impress, or understand. A piece may be in plans, worries, memories, unfinished dreams, old homes, old relationships, old versions of you. So now, with great kindness and great authority, say, I call all of my energy back to me now. Again, softly. I call all of my energy back to me now. This is not selfish. This is sacred. Your energy belongs in your life. Imagine your energy returning like tiny streams of golden light. It comes back from the past. It comes back from the future. It comes back from old arguments, from old disappointments, from rooms you no longer live in, from people you no longer need to chase, from fear, from comparison, from every place where you gave more of yourself than love required. See this light entering through the top of your head. It fills the mind with quiet. It moves into the face, softening the eyes. It moves down the neck and shoulders, releasing the need to carry everyone. It fills the heart until the heart feels warm and present. It moves into the belly, where safety begins to return. It moves down the legs, into the knees, the ankles, the feet, the toes. You are becoming full of yourself again, not full of ego, full of presence, full of life, full of your own light. I return to myself and I become whole in this moment. The third step is grounding. This is the step many sensitive people forget. They clear energy. They call their energy back. But then they stay floating, thinking, sensing, reaching outward. The nervous system needs the earth. The body needs the present moment. So now imagine that all this beautiful light moves gently down your spine. It travels through the base of your body. down through your legs, through the soles of your feet, and into the earth. You may imagine roots growing from your feet into the ground, deep roots, calm roots, roots that do not hurry, roots that know the earth can hold you. The body begins to stop leaning forward into the next problem. The mind begins to return from tomorrow. Your breath becomes a little slower. Say quietly, I am here. I am grounded. My energy belongs to me now. This simple practice can be done anywhere. Before you answer a difficult message, after a heavy conversation, before you go into a crowded place, after you leave work, before sleep, even sitting in your car for 1 minute. You do not need candles, music, or perfect silence, though those can be lovely. You need intention. Intention is the way you speak to your own consciousness. When your intention is clear, your subconscious mind begins to cooperate. It understands. We are releasing what is not ours. We are returning to the body. We are choosing calm. With strong intention, I clear what is not mine and return fully to myself. And the more you practice, the more quickly your system remembers the way home. Now I want to speak about boundaries, because boundaries are one of the most misunderstood forms of love. Many people think a boundary is a wall. It is not. A boundary is a clean line of truth. It says, I love you and I am still myself. It says, I can listen, but I cannot become the container for all your pain. It says, I care about you, but I cannot live your lesson for you. It says, I am available from love, not from guilt. So many sensitive people confuse love with carrying. They believe that if someone is afraid, they must become afraid too. If someone is sad, they must drown with them. If someone is angry, they must absorb the heat, but this does not heal anyone. It only creates 2 exhausted people instead of 1. I do not heal others by abandoning my own peace. There are little signs that your energetic boundaries need love. You listen to someone complain for a very long time, and your body knows it is enough, but you do not stop. You feel responsible for making everyone comfortable. You are afraid to say no because someone may be disappointed. You think about another person's problem all day while your own life waits patiently for your attention. You answer messages when your body is asking for rest. You give advice to people who do not want to change, and then you feel drained when they repeat the same patterns. Oh, my dear, this is not compassion anymore. This is self-abandonment wearing a kind face. I can be kind without making my energy available to everything. Before you help someone, pause and ask, am I helping from love or am I helping from guilt? The body usually knows the answer. Love feels warm, clear, and free. Guilt feels tight, pressured, and resentful. Love does not demand that you disappear. Guilt often does. If you are helping because you are afraid of being disliked, afraid of being called selfish, afraid of someone's reaction, then breathe before you answer. You are allowed to take time. You are allowed to say, I need to think about that. You are allowed to say, I care about you, but I cannot take this on. You are allowed to say, I love you, but I cannot carry this for you. Boundaries do not close my heart. They keep my heart clear. After a heavy conversation, come back to your heart. Put your hand there and say, I release what is not mine. You do not need to judge the other person. You do not need to decide whether they were too much. Just return. You can bless them and release them. You can say inwardly, I honor your path. I give your energy back to you with love. I call my energy back to me with love. This is very important because when you carry someone else's lesson, you may also interfere with their growth. Each person has their own soul path, their own timing, their own awakening. You can support, you can encourage, you can pray, bless, listen, and love, but you cannot breathe for them. You cannot learn for them. You cannot heal by becoming wounded on their behalf. Love supports, fear overcarries. And now, when the mind has been busy and the heart has absorbed too much, nature can help you remember your true rhythm. Nature is a clean, wide, stable field of energy. It does not argue with you. It does not demand an explanation. It does not ask you to perform. The sky does not say, why are you still healing? The tree does not say, you should be further along. The earth does not say, you are too sensitive. Nature simply receives you back into the great rhythm of life. Sometimes you do not need to analyze every emotion. Sometimes you need to take your body outside. I do not always need more thinking. Sometimes I need more sky. Look at the sky in silence for a few moments. Let its vastness remind you that your current problem is not the whole universe. Place your feet on the earth if you can. Feel that the ground is not rushing. Touch a leaf, a tree, a flower, a bowl of water, even the air at your window. Listen to the wind, the birds, the rain, the ordinary sounds of life continuing. Walk slowly and feel your feet. Feel the body moving through space. Breathe as though you are receiving light from the earth and sky at the same time. Inhale gently. I receive the calm of nature. Exhale slowly. I release all energy that is not mine. Do this several times and do not hurry. The body loves simple truth repeated with tenderness. Imagine now that the light in your heart begins to harmonize with the light of nature. The diamond in your chest shines a little more clearly. The sunlight, the earth, the trees, the air, the water, and your own inner light begin to feel like one conversation. You are not separate from life. You are held in it. You are part of it. The same intelligence that opens flowers, moves clouds, grows roots, and turns night into morning is also within you. When you forget your peace, nature helps you remember. When your energy becomes scattered, nature helps gather it. When your vibration feels heavy, nature does not shame you. It simply offers a wider field. Nature restores my energy, raises my vibration, and brings me home to peace. So when life becomes too loud, return to these 3 gentle ways. First, clear what is not yours with strong intention. From the heart, push out all outside energies from your body and field now. Second, call your energy back from the past, the future, old conversations, old fears, old places where you left yourself. Third, ground yourself. Bring the light down through the spine, into the legs, into the earth, and let the nervous system remember the present moment. Then practice boundaries as love. Ask whether you are helping from love or from guilt. Release what is not yours after heavy conversations. And when the mind cannot solve itself, go to nature. Let the sky widen you. Let the earth steady you. Let life breathe with you. My dear, when your heart is clear, your energy becomes brighter. And when you are brighter, You do not need to fight darkness so much. You simply continue being light. You do not need to argue with every fear. You return to love. You do not need to absorb every emotion. You return to yourself. You do not need to harden your heart to be safe. You keep your heart open and your field clear. Say softly now, my heart is open. My energy is clear, and I am safe in my own light. Again, I protect my energy with love. And again, I return to calm, because calm is my natural home. I bless you with a peaceful heart today. I bless your body with softness. I bless your mind with quiet. I bless your energy field with clarity and light. I bless every place where you have been carrying too much, and I remind you that you may put it down now. You are safe to love. You are safe to rest. You are safe to say no. You are safe to come back to yourself. May your heart shine like a diamond. May your vibration rise without force. May your sensitivity become a gift, not a burden. May nature hold you. May life guide you. And may you remember, again and again, all is well. You are safe and you are deeply loved.